Hey folks, I'm Corey
I'm Amanda.
and we're from Rockpile Homestead. Today we're going to plant some olive trees.
So we decided on olive trees because our climate around here is Mediterranean, a little bit arid, and we think they'll do well in this area. There's other people around here that are planting olive trees, so we've got 4 different varieties. We'll see how they go.
So we've got a bit of setup to do first. Just thought we'd take you along. So we've picked a patch over here for our olive plantation. So we're going to grab the dumpy, we're going to find some contour lines, we're going to plant our trees on contour, and so the first step, set this up. We've got some orange flags out there in the little field where we're going to plant them at a rough location, so we'll get this set up. So we've just done 3 on the first row, and they're about 3 metres or 10 foot apart. And now we're doing the next row, and we're going to go about 13 to 14 foot apart in the aisles, which is about 4 metres roughly. So 10 foot in the rows and 14 foot in the aisles. Okay.
Which doesn't affect what we're doing here, but I'll discuss it with you.
Yeah. She's always changing the plans. So we do a lot of stuff in the metric system, but I'll do my best to put it into feet when I remember. So we're all new to this off-grid homesteading self-sufficiency thing. So basically we just started planting trees about 2 years ago. So we've got quite a few fruit trees, probably up to 30 fruit trees at the moment, varying in ages from 25 years old up to 2-year-olds. We just got 16 olives olive trees the other day. So we're coming sort of into our summer, so we probably won't plant any more trees for the next couple of months, just as it gets very hot. We probably see a lot of 45 Celsiuses. This is where Amanda puts Fahrenheit in the bottom of the screen. Yeah. Now I'll just use the petrol post hole digger, just with the 8-inch auger on it, just to drill down probably about 300 to 400 mil, about a foot and a half roughly, just rather than use the excavator. It kind of makes a pretty big messy hole. These are only little trees. So just got a old Massey 65 tractor. Anyone that knows about Masseys will know that they're pretty good. Haven't had it that long, but it's been an absolute saviour for us. And I've got a 1,000 litre water trailer. It's got a little Honda 6.5 horsepower water pump on the front of it. It's also got a 12 volt electric pump on it as well. So sometimes I'll put it behind the car and I'll just plug in the 12 volt pump just to use a bit of water for a hose. Or in cases like this, I'll just start the petrol pump and I'll just wetting down the holes because the soil's quite dry underneath. So a bit of moisture in there hopefully will help the olive trees not go into too much root shock.
So the holes we dug
Yeah.
are deeper than the size of the pots. So what are you going to do there?
My plan is to get some of this soil and put it back in the hole with some fertiliser, and then I'll put all of this soil in, and then I'll make this level here a couple of inches lower than the ground level, and then I'll make like a bit of a well or a bund on the lower side, so when we come around to water them we should get a nice little puddle of water. So this is sandy loam. pH is about neutral, I think, from memory. So we'll see how they go. Might actually even dig with the shovel just a little bit more of this grass out, probably about that round, to make like a hollow, because I think that's a little bit too small. Another good tip I like is I like to sharpen my edge of my shovels up with the grinder and then finish them with a bit of a stone on there. Makes cutting grass and beards very handy. And we've also got a big pile of wood chips over the other side, which we chipped a while ago. So later today or tomorrow we'll get the ute and we'll load up with wood chips, and we'll give these a nice mound of wood chips to help act as like mulch. End of the day, this is the olive grove. It turned out pretty well. All the trees are mulched. Looks very nice. We've got room for a few more, probably another 12. So we're going to get them in the coming days and do a bit more work in our olive grove. These are our dogs. This big buffhead here, he's Charger. He's about 15, 14. He's pretty old. He just likes to lay down in a good scratch. And this one, hey, Hippo. Hippo. This is Hippo. As you can see, she looks like a hippo. So she's only about 5 years old maybe. She's a rescue dog and she's alright. Aren't ya? You're a bit weird, but you're okay. And thanks folks for tuning in, and we'll update you with part 2 in the coming weeks. Thank you. Bloody beautiful.